time we take it, it'll be 14. We got 3 breaks. Yeah.
Well, I can read it. season here tonight.
Yeah, Shady Maris has had a great year. They've been unbelievable. And, this is their first round, also Independence. Shady definitely a heavy favorite, no doubt about that. They won the average of the regular season games by about 60 points. But there's a reason they play the game. And for Sean Jenkins to come in here his first year and win 8 games, that's a tremendous success. He's done a great job to 8 wins. I don't think anybody expected them to get 8 wins before this season started. So I'm sure the old Wyoming County veteran has some tricks up his sleeve tonight.
Well, Bob, you're right. When you talk about these two teams met earlier in the regular season, the first game over at Coal City back on the 19th of January, Shady won that game 88-25. A game that was played here in Shady that you and I did here on Video Productions on February 7th, almost the exact same score, 82-27. But you're right, Coach Jenkins has done a masterful job turning Independence around, getting him to 8 wins. On the other side of the coin, Shady, they're a prohibited favorite. They came off that gut-wrenching state tournament loss to Fairmont, and they were champions 2 years ago, so they've tasted it, and they're ready to make another run, and it starts tonight.
Oh, and Ronnie Olson has elevated himself to one of the top coaches in the state. 3rd straight year, he's been at the top of the rankings. Would be trying to three-peat, except for a buzzer beater in the state championship game. So everybody knows where Shady stands. He doesn't hide the fact that they're going to pressure you, they're going to press, they're going to try to turn it into an up-tempo contest where Independence is going to try to slow the pace down. So it's just a matter of which pace works tonight.
Well, you got 4 seniors that start for Shady and 1 that comes off the bench. So for these 5 seniors, this is the last go-around for the Tigers.
Oh, it is. And those 5 seniors have had as much success as any 5 seniors have in the last 15 years in the state of West Virginia. So a tremendous story going on here at Shady Spring. Independence trying to ruin their season.
Shock the world, right? And we're looking forward. We think it'll be a great game. We'll have the tip at the top of the hour. This is Class AAA, Region 3, Section 1, being presented by Little General Stores here on Video Productions. We'll take our first break, come back, and we'll get you ready for the game's tip at 7 o'clock. You're watching live streaming coverage of boys high school basketball on Video Productions.
Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Hi, I'm Bo.
And I'm Chris.
And we are the guys to call for windows, siding, and doors.
You know why?
Sure I do. Because of Window World of Beckley, we install energy-efficient windows, siding, and doors to homes.
Welcome back to Shady Spring High School as we're getting you ready for this Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 elimination game between the 8-12 Independence Patriots and the 18-3 Shady Spring Tigers. At this time, I'd like to tell you about Infinity Coal. Infinity Coal, located in Sophia, West Virginia, is currently operating an underground coal mine and an on-site preparation plant. They also have a new surface mine in Waco, West Virginia, and they're looking to hire new employees. If you're interested in working for Infinity Coal, go to Facebook and look under United Coal Company. So, Bob, both of these teams going through the warm-ups. First of all, Shady, a big favorite, as we mentioned. They won both games handily, 88-25, 82-27. If you're Independence, what's the key maybe to hanging around early in the game?
Well, as you recall, Maris, the last game, Independence hung around early until Goodson got in foul trouble. They were actually up 14-11 at one point. Now, Coach Olson got upset with his team and yanked all 5 starters. But, I mean, the key for Independence would have to be keep Goodson on the court. He's their primary ball handler. You know, he has the experience to handle pressure that Shady throws at you. When he's out of the game, it was turnover city. So that's number one, keep Goodson out of foul trouble. And then number 2 for Independence, to try to stay close, they got to be able to work the ball around without turning it over and use up some clock and try to shorten the game.
Yeah, no question, they got to slow it down. Shady wants to play real fast. Independence, if they can, want to be able to walk it up.
Yeah, and Shady's not going to let them walk it up.
Right.
So when they attack the pressure, they have to take a good 80% shot or pull it out and run their offense and try to play efficient basketball. And it's a lot easier for you and I to say that than it is to do, but I would be shocked if that wasn't Coach Jenkins' game plan.
Another thing, Bob, when Independence gets good looks, they got to make the shots.
You got that right, Mary. Got to can't miss bunnies. They have to play a really efficient, good game. And then on Shady's end, Shady wants to turn up the tempo. They want to press full court, cause turnovers. You know, they got to keep Braden Chapman out of foul trouble. I mean, that's a huge thing for Shady, for him to get in foul trouble, because he provides so much energy. I mean, he's a great player. I'm not saying he's better than everybody. His energy is better than everybody's.
Right. And not only that, Bob, when you look at Amar Maxwell, and you did the game against Huntington where he comes up big over 30 points. He came up big against Fairmont. In Shady's biggest games, Amar Maxwell is really coming up big and scored 30-plus points in those 2 games.
Well, you need to think of a nickname then, because it's big game Amar is all I can – and that's what he does. Anytime it's a big game against the number 1 ranked team, put it down on paper. That boy's going to show up, and – man, he's been unbelievable in those, the blowouts. He hasn't. I mean, who knows?
Right.
But those close games, or when number 1 comes to town, he has been remarkable.
Well, for Shady and Independence to get where they want to go, and that's to the championship game on Saturday, March 18th, and cut the nets down, you need to win 6 games, and this is the first of those 6 games.
You got that right, Maris. The little 6 steps. You got to take them one at a time.
One at a time. We're going to take our second Beckley Auto Mall pregame break. Come back and get you ready for the tip. This is Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 tournament game streaming on Video Productions.
Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutoMall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Welcome back to Shady Spring High School with the coach Bob Boland. I'm Maris Lowry. Dee Pennington producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. While we got a minute, I want to tell you about one of our streaming sponsors, Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of Raleigh County Sports. For all your heating and cooling needs, you can dial up your Amana dealer, the good people at Indoor Air, 304-890-2212. Also at this time, we want to thank Dr. John Tabbitt. Dr. John Tabbitt of West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma. Dr. Tabbitt, whether it's a car injury or sports injury, Dr. Tabbitt will get you right back on your feet and ready to go. And Bob, we're almost ready to go here. You've done this many times as a player and as a coach. If you're Independence locker room, what are you telling the troops right before you take on Shady in this huge tournament game on the road?
You're emphasizing take care of the basketball. Let's go out there, make shots, guys, play loose. We're an underdog. But if we play loose, make shots, and don't turn it over, we're going to be right in the game. And we got to play defense, got to guard, got to do all the little things. But let's just do all the little things and let the chips fall where they may.
And you got to keep Cyrus Goodson out of foul trouble.
Exactly.
Now, if you're Coach Olson, you're a heavy favorite. Everybody's expecting you to win this game easy. What are you telling your troops?
Let's press. Let's jump on them when they come out of the locker room. Let's get our running jumps in. Let's turn this into an up-tempo game. Let's play our style of basketball. Our style will win us a state championship.
Well, we'll have the tip in a couple of minutes as we'll take you to our final pregame break. When we come back, we'll put the ball in the air and get this Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 game underway. You're watching live streaming coverage.
Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 2723 Old Bluefield Road in Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Motley's Plumbing and Heating of Beckley, West Virginia is now hiring journeyman or master plumbers. You must have a West Virginia plumbing license and a valid driver's license. All interested parties may apply at Motley's Plumbing and Heating at 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Or interested applicants can call 304-253-HELP. Once again, you may apply in person at Motley's Plumbing and Heating, 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Motley's Plumbing and Heating is an equal opportunity employer.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Nachos, better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School with the coach Bob Boland. I'm Maris Lowry. Bob, this is Class AAA Region 3 Section 1. The winner of this game will take on the winner of the Pikeview Midland Trail game that's also being played tonight, and the 2 winners will play on Thursday night.
Yep, sectional basketball. It's that time of year. They're playing all over the state tonight. It'll be fun looking at the scores tonight before we go to bed and see who's going fishing.
Well, you know, the thing about it, Bob, is you and I have been basketball fans for a long time, and, of course, you as a player and a coach, and me as a broadcaster. If you're a basketball fans and junkies like we are, this is the best time of year. The high school level, soon to be the college level. Tomorrow being the first day of March with March Madness, and I tell people it doesn't have to be March for me to have madness, but this is a great time of year if you're a basketball fan.
You're exactly right.
All right, so Independence being introduced to the crowd. And the starting 5 for Independence, it'll be Jordan James. Also into the starting lineup, Corey Shoemake, Cyrus Goodson, Colton Hughes, and Silas Nelson will be the starting 5 for Coach Sean Jenkins, 8-12 Independence Patriots. Be wearing the gray uniforms, trimmed in navy blue and red. For Shady, they'll go with their usual 5. Amar Maxwell. And as you mentioned, Bob, his nickname could be Big Game Amar because he really has been.
Boy, he has. He's unbelievable the other night.
Jordan Holstein, one of the 4 starting seniors on the team, being introduced. Jaden Holstein. Cam Mans being introduced. You got Cole Chapman and Braden Chapman rounding out the starting 5.
It's hard to imagine that this senior group, we were doing games with video production when they were 9th graders, and they were out there with Tommy Williams and Luke LaRose, and now they're seniors. Time just goes by too fast.
Boy, it does. And, we had talked about Independence, and there's no question. You and I both believe that Coach Jenkins is going to get Independence into a real contender. And as you said, the fact that they won 8 games this year, a huge step in the right direction.
Oh, huge step. Got Coach Grog over there with him. And then, Maris, I know that a lot of people appreciated you getting that thing together for the middle school for video production. And Independence lost the championship game by 1 to a Beckley school. So Sean Jenkins has some talent coming.
Yes, he does.
And the times will change.
Yeah, a play here or there, and Independence Middle could have won that championship game. So we're ready to put the ball in the air. It'll be Mans against Shoemate. And we are just about ready for this Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 elimination game. Ball in the air, and the tip is controlled by Independence. And they turn it over. And that's the one thing you talked about that they could not do is Mans dials it up for 3 and can't connect. Holstein on the putback, and it goes.
Yeah, Independence has to stay on the boards because when Shady scores, they can set up that press. But Independence definitely not scared starting the game out with a behind-the-back pass.
So Shady extending the pressure. And as you said on top, it'll be key for Independence to be able to hang on to the ball. Shoemate gets into the lane and scores off the window.
Yeah, strong move by Corey Shoemate.
Braden Chapman for 3 in the far corner.
Shady gets the ball out so quick out of the net. And Ronnie Olson, one of those quick timeouts. He's mad at somebody not playing defense. And
well, I'll tell you, though, those 2 possessions, look how quick. Shady got the ball up the floor. One was on a turnover. And after that made basket, how fast they got that ball to Chapman for that 3.
Oh, yeah. They're going to push the ball, make or miss. That is their style.
Well, Jack Williams is going to check into the game, so you might be right. We're not even a minute into the game, and Coach Ronnie Olson might be mad at somebody as he calls the timeout, and he already makes a substitution. So it will be Jack Williams, a 6'2 sophomore, that will enter the game when we come out of the timeout. While we got a second, I want to tell you about David and Cindy Chin. Video Productions would like to thank one of our live streaming sponsors, Dave and Cindy Chin at All Truist Realty. Dave and Cindy work 24/7, working around the clock to help make your process, to help make selling or buying a very easy process.
Got to tell you about them, Maris. They donated a huge sum of money. They may be upset if I tell you, to Independence for their weight room. They do stuff for Woodrow Wilson. Dave and Cindy do it for all the high schools.
Yeah, and there's Independence breaking the pressure. Here's a 3 ball. It's going to come up short. That 3 ball was put up that time by Jordan James, and Shady back on the attack.
Nice pass by Amar Maxwell.
Making the extra pass to Chapman, who drains a 3.
Yeah, Braden Chapman's on fire to start this one out.
Braden Chapman with 2 3 balls.
Oh, Goodson supporting the fresh cut. I didn't recognize him.
Well, when he got in the gym here tonight, I didn't recognize him either. Normal of his longer hair, and we've got a held ball, and the arrow will turn it over back to Shady.
I bet he lost all that hair. He can jump about 2 inches higher now.
Yeah, all that hair won't hold him down now, right?
He is an athletic kid.
And Independence wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here while we got a minute to tell you about the fine folks at Leisure Lanes. Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. They have futuristic bowling every Friday and Saturday night from 10 o'clock to midnight. And you can check them out at www.leisurelanes.wv.com. Well, in the early going, we're about a minute and a half into the ball game. And Shady has jumped on Independence 8-2. They've got 2 3 balls to Shady by Braden Chapman. Chapman entered the ball game averaging right at 20 a game. And if you're Coach Ronnie Olson, Bob, you got to be pleased that Braden Chapman has knocked down his first 2 shots, both from distance.
Yes, you do. And Braden Chapman, just nothing bothers him, man. He has fun playing basketball. He's fun to watch. Independence showing off a little half-court trap here. Cole Chapman will read what he has going.
Shady with good ball movement finds Maxwell, and the three's a little strong. Battle for the rebound, and Shoemate had it, and he knocked it loose, but Shoemate able to maintain the possession.
Go, he's giving you a hit.
James on the drive will cut him off.
That's okay, Jordan. Good, Jordan. Go, Corey.
And they double team Goodson, and they get the steal. Braden Chapman going in for a layup, and he'll draw the foul and get to the line.
Yeah, Goodson going for the block. Just a hard foul by 2 tough kids. Let's take a look at that instant replay. Yeah, hard foul there. It takes a little bit harder than that to upset Braden Chapman. He's a tough one.
Well,
that's 2 tough ones colliding in the air there.
That's what you call a tournament foul.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I don't think Goodson meant any harm at all. I think he was trying to stop him from making the shot. Yeah, Goodson's all-state football player. And if Chapman would have played football, he'd have been all-state too.
Yes. Well, Braden Chapman off to a great start. He's got 8 of Shady's 10. He's got a couple of 3 balls and now 2 free throws. But as you talked about on top, as Independence turns it over, here's where Independence has really got to handle the opening two or 3 minutes of this game if they're going to stick around in it.
Yeah, they're turning that ball over, and sometimes I know Independence is in a 2-2-1 trap here. A lot of times it's not about the X and O's, it's about the Jimmy and Joes.
And there is Mans getting free for the easy layup.
And Shady has some good Jimmy and Joes.
And he got a foul on Cole Chapman, and he really can't believe it. It just maybe a little touch foul. I guess you put your hands on him to call the foul.
Well, that's what Coach Jenkins was telling the referee, that they were impeding the dribbler, and he kind of threw a fit on that last one, and they called that one real tight.
So Shady getting off to the good start as there's a deflection and a steal. Braden Chapman going in for a layup, and he scores.
Braden Chapman, quick hands on D, turning defense into offense with the right-handed finish.
He's coming in averaging right at 20. He's already got half of that now here in the first 3 minutes of this first quarter. But this pressure is speeding Independence up. There's a drive on the baseline, little short shot, doesn't go by Nelson. Maxwell attacks the basket and scores.
Maxwell loves that Euro step. Shady just like some piranhas in the water after blood right now, getting steals after steal.
Maxwell the feed to Mans, who finishes right down the lane.
18-2, 4 minutes and 20 seconds into it. Shady's clicking on all cylinders.
Back the other way, Independence. There's a drive to the basket, an offensive foul. With Shady, you can tell that they're in tournament mode the way they played on both ends of the floor here in the first 3.5 minutes of this first quarter.
I tell you, been watching them all year. They play hard. They practice hard, play hard. Indy staying in that 2-2-1 trap, trying to create turnovers and trying to show Shady something that they haven't seen this year.
There's a rare miss in this first quarter by Holstein. And here's Goodson attacking the basket, and he thought he was fouled, no whistle. Back the other way comes Shady.
Yeah, I thought there had to be a charge or a block or something there.
A lot of contact there, and they'll call a charge on Cole Chapman.
Yeah, good job there by Colton Hughes, getting in defensive position to take that charge. As we take a look at it, Hughes right there, feet set. Good job by Hughes.
So Cole Chapman will come out of the ball game as Maxwell back in. Sam Jordan also on the floor for Shady. So we're halfway through this first quarter. And Shady very aggressive defensively. They got numbers after the steal. Mans left of the lane, a little strong. Chapman with the putback doesn't go. Holstein will clean it up and back up and in.
Yeah, now Coach Jenkins there will be upset. He had 3 guys standing at half court just thinking Shady was going to make the layup and then get back. Jaden Holstein, great job defensively.
Another steal. Mans doesn't get the shot to go, but he draws the foul. It's an 18-0 run right now. The game was tied at 2. It's now 20-2, and Shady's blitzed them, but it started on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, just creating turnover after turnover. There's the alley-oop. Mans almost made it, drew the contact from Shoemate. Mans going to the line for 2.
Cam Mans at the free throw line. Knocks it down. And Mans will now shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. Shady has not lost this calendar year. They went to Florida there between Christmas and New Year's as Man makes them both. And they came back and they were 3-3, and they haven't lost since as they've reeled off 15 straight wins. But Shady's defense just turned. They've just been turning Independence over. Chapman will dial up for 3 and hit.
And what they're doing, they're turning them over, but then they're cashing in on the other end. And
another steal. Maxwell, and he'll lay it up and in.
Yeah, this is a blitz.
Yeah, it's a 25-0 run right now.
And the bad part, Independence not getting shots off.
And Mans made the steal, but he stepped out of bounds on the far side. As Ashton Arthur will check into the ball game for Independence. And Jack Williams into the lineup for Shady. But no question about it, Bob. The Shady is dialed in, even though they've had great success in the 2 earlier games with Independence. Doesn't matter. It's tournament time, and you can say they got their tournament look on.
Yeah, they're playing flawless basketball.
As they knock the ball free from Goodson, but Independence able to maintain the possession.
Yeah, see, the guys are just standing watching him, and they got to move to get open.
Goodson from 3, and he hits, and that'll break a 25-0 run. Nice ball movement for Shady. As Maxwell put the pass down low, and the bucket is up and in.
Yeah, Shady doing a good job of driving gaps, playing unselfish basketball, sharing it. Good pass there. Maxwell to Holstein for the easy bunny.
Here's a shot from the near corner. It's too strong by Jordan James. Shady out and running. Layup right of the lane. Good by Holstein.
Yeah, Jaden Holstein can run the floor. One of the top cross-country track guys in the state. Never gets tired. Good pass by Braden Chapman there sharing the ball.
There's a pass to Shoemate, and he tries to throw it back out and throws it away. Chris Lilly will check into the Independence lineup. You know, look at this Independence team. They've really only got 3 seniors that really get quality minutes. It's a very young team. And like I said, they were able to win 8 games, this season.
I think it's a great job, Sean Jenkins, to get 8 wins. First year there.
Chapman a little strong on the 3 ball. But right down the lane, nice feed to Holstein, who finishes right at the lane.
Boy, if Holstein starts finishing like this, watch out AAA field.
And now we got a Shady foul on Maxwell. But Bob, with 1:18 left in the opening quarter, Shady's got 33 points. This may be one of their highest quarters they've had all year. Here's a steal with Maxwell. Spins off the glass and scores.
Yeah, Independence is throwing it to Shady as much as they're throwing it to each other. And that's rule number one. You got to throw it to the guys with the same jersey as you.
That sure would help things, wouldn't it? They get the ball inside Shoemate. He goes up and scores.
Shoemate, nice power move.
You got a football score, 35-7.
5 touchdowns to 1, baby.
Yep. Maxwell tried to kick a field goal for 3 that time. It wouldn't go, and we got a whistle and a foul and a rebound. Yeah, I guess I got to get that football out of me. I know we're in basketball, but 35-7 is a more common football score than ever is basketball.
You don't see it very much in basketball.
No, that's what I'm saying. Much more common in football. New player into the lineup, Gavin Davis in for Shady.
Gavin Davis, rough and tumble, tough kid. Got that arm bandaged up there, but I tell you what, he brings the effort and the fight for Shady. Yeah, Shady just has tough kids all up and down that roster.
So let's see what Independence will do in the final 30 seconds of opening quarter. There's a 3 ball by Goodson, and it doesn't go. Here comes Shady with Chapman. Brandon Chapman puts up the shot. No good, but there's Mans for the follow.
That's just how hard Shady plays. Mans didn't take that he would make it, and they just sprint the floor. Shady doing everything right.
Shady turns it over, but there's a wild shot. Last shot time for the quarter for Shady, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. So with 4.3 left in the opening quarter, Shady will get one more crack at it to take the final shot. But I think you described it right, Bob. This has been a blitz, a first quarter blitz. And I couldn't imagine they've scored 37 or more in any other game. Will they hit 40? They will not, as the 3 doesn't go. And after 1, it is Shady 37, Independence 7. You're watching live streaming coverage of the Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 tournament game here on Video Productions.
Here at the Cracker Barrel, home-style food and great value go hand in hand, with favorites like slow-simmered chicken and dumplings starting at $7.99, or perfectly golden fluffy buttermilk pancakes with your own bottle of warm syrup. Come fill up on favorites without emptying your wallet. Cracker Barrel. Take care now.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken, literally the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Video Productions would like to thank one of our instant replay sponsors, Dr. John Tabbitt at West Virginia Orthopedic. Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you back on your feet, no matter whether it's a sports injury or a car accident. And Dr. John Tabbitt of West Virginia Orthopedic, they are a proud supporter of high school basketball in West Virginia.
Well, Maris, those Goodson boys have so much personality, and you know they were so good in baseball, football, basketball. And Cyrus Goodson came over the bench. He went, "Woo!" And you know he's getting a little feeling of how all those teams, Independence, played in football when they had to run that clock the fourth quarter, and it was 60-0. And man, did they have a dynamic football team?
Well,
wow, they were awesome.
I had the pleasure of being able to cover Independence football on Video Productions for the last 2 years, and boy, they were something else. As the Shady basketball team here is on the hardwood, as Goodson will spot up, and it'll be an air ball, and here's Mans on a run out. Mans tacks the basket, little short shot up and in.
Cameron Mans with a strong finish. It's hard to tell stories in this the way Shady's stealing the ball, and we got Maxwell with the bucket, but
Maxwell with the finish. But
yeah,
here's Goodson on a drive, and I thought he was going to shoot that, and he elected to pass it.
Yeah, the little story here, Maris. Now, Coach Lilly, John Lilly.
Yeah.
Now, you know that John Lilly took a job with the Carolina Panthers.
It's a different John Lilly, which I know that, yes.
Yeah, and he was a 1986 graduate Woodrow Wilson, and people saw that in there and thought John Lilly was leaving Independence, and they were having heart attacks. As in the middle of our story, Braden Chapman knocks another one down.
Yep.
But different John Lilly,
Yep.
but both of them great in their own right.
Yep. Great shot by Braden Chapman. A 3-ball from the far corner. He's closing in on his average here in the first half. He's got 16. Here's a 3 from the near corners. Good. And that 3-ball was put up by Lilly for Independence.
Yeah, Chris Lilly, feet set, knocked down the 3. Independence
Nice
has to get back. Independence has to get back on defense. You know, Shady gets it up so quick, and Braden Chapman knocks down the little reverse.
Yeah, as soon as you say that, what a nice pass and an easy layup.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I noticed this too in other games I've done in Shady. When other team scores, they get the ball right out of the net and up the floor.
They do. They really work on that, and, you know, they want to run a fast break when they steal the ball or even when the other team scores.
Shoemate down low, loses it. Cole Chapman with the pass. Maxwell, he'll attack the basket, draw the foul, and get to the line. Getting ready to check in the ball game for Independence, and you're talking about their good football players. Jordan Harvey, what a tremendous year he had on the football field. Will check in after this free throw, along with 3 other teammates, and we'll give them to you here in a minute. As Maxwell will shoot 2, and the first one's up and in. So as I mentioned, Jordan Harvey, he was a tremendous football player for Independence. He's into the ball game. Colton Hughes back in. And let's see who else they got into the ball game. Zach Smith into the game.
Hey, I admire those football players after winning a state championship and having the most unbelievable year in school history to want to come out and play basketball knowing it's a rebuilding time, knowing there's a new coach in town, and I have nothing but respect for those kids. You know, I've known Goodson's whole family, you know, forever, and they're just some athletic people.
Well, that was a nice take, and he got up a shot in traffic. He wouldn't go down for Goodson. Back the other way is Maxwell with the left hand.
Yeah, Mar Maxwell, he loves those little 1-2 steps going to the basket. Great finish as Shady hits half a century with 5:30 to go here in the second.
There's a nice take to the basket. The shot doesn't go for Hughes, and here comes Shady. Mann's a deep 3. In and out. Boy, that was from like a different zip code. That 3 was so deep.
Yeah, Mann's has that type of range.
So right now, Bob, I think if you're Independence, you forget the score. You just want to go out and play hard. Just try to get the next bucket, right?
Yeah, try not to turn it over. You know, try to make positive things.
But Shady, even off the ball defenses, they force a turnover right there.
Yeah, Shady up in the passing lanes, and you know, James there, he's got 5 seconds with that ball, and he let it go after about a second and a half, and that plays right into Shady's hands.
We got a 30-second timeout. While we got a timeout, want to tell you about Infinity Coal. Infinity Coal Company, one of our streaming sponsors. They're located in Sophia, West Virginia. They're currently operating an underground coal mine and an on-site preparation plant, as well as a new surface mine in Waco, West Virginia. They are hiring, and you can go to their Facebook page under United Coal Company to see what jobs are available. Right now, it's a 40-point lead for Shady, 50-10, 4:52 for the half. And Bob, I guess if you're Coach Jenkins, like I said, I think you're probably telling your kids just try to get the next bucket, try to take care of the ball, forget the score, just play hard.
Yeah, and he's got some young kids. He'll get some experience tonight, and just a blitz by Shady, playing at a different level.
And you can tell, too, that the hunger for this Shady team, and, you know, state champions 2 years ago, runner-up last year, and the favorite to win the title in AAA this year. But there are other teams that will have something to say about that.
Nice little set play by Ronnie Olson there with the fade pick as Cole Chapman knocks down the 3.
Yeah, Cole Chapman able to set his feet and drain the 3 ball. And Shady with another turnover. They're really making it tough on Independence as Maxwell down the lane with the left hand. He doesn't get it to go, but he'll draw the foul. So Maxwell will get to the line to shoot a pair. Midland Trail and Pikeview playing tonight at Pikeview as we watch the replay there. The winner of that game plays the winner of this game, and that'll take place Thursday night at the higher seed. And the way things are going, Shady will be at home Thursday night. As Maxwell makes the first of two. And he makes one out of two. So here's Independence with it. And James will dial it up from distance, and that's too strong. But they had an offensive rebound and a nice defensive play that time by Shady as they turn him over. Here's Jack Williams on a nice shovel pass to Jordan. Throws it back out to Cole Chapman. The three's a little short. Holstein with the tip, doesn't go. Maxwell once, twice. Boy, Shady had a couple of really good point-blank looks, and they couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, Indy, where Shady has a significant height advantage, Indy has to put their body on them, make some contact, so Shady can't get off their feet and jump on those rebounds. Indy was trying to jump with them that time, and that's not going to work.
Gavin Davis checks back into the Shady lineup. 3.5 to go till halftime. And there's Hughes down the lane, and he'll turn it over. So 3.5 minutes remaining till the break. And it's been all Shady. The game was tied at 2, and since then, the Tigers have really had a tiger in their tank.
Well, I like old James out there still playing hard-nosed defense as Cole Chapman finds Jack Williams, and Jack knocks down the three. But Independence still playing hard defense, still playing hard, just outclassed here right now as they get the foul against Shady. That's 5 team fouls each.
Yeah, they get Jordan on the reach-in foul as Mans and Braden Chapman will check back into the Shady lineup.
Ronnie Olson going with 3 reserves, but he's keeping 2 starters on the court at all times for the second quarter.
And Shady turns him over again. Mans, Chapman had it, ball partially blocked from behind. And there's going to be a foul on Mans. That'll only be the 16th foul. It'll be side out for Independence.
And you see Shady up 47 points, and did you see how hard Mans sprinted back? You know, they're not going to develop bad habits. I don't know how much they'll play the second half. I wouldn't play them any. Those guys deserve to play that's been over there working hard all year. But, you know, I'm sure, you know, Coach Olson will look at it his way and think about how much time he thinks they need to get, because they haven't played since they played Huntington. And what was that, 6 days ago?
Friday?
Okay, yeah, they hadn't played 8 days before that. So in the last 14 days, I believe the only game they had is Huntington.
Is that right?
Yeah, they played on
right,
a
the
Thursday.
Game wasn't played.
Right, they played Thursday. Then they didn't play again till the following Friday, and now this game. So this is only their second game in 14 days. So I'm sure he has to put that into his stock cap on how much time he wants to play his guys here tonight.
Yeah, I always want to keep your guys sharp.
You do, and then, you know, but you want to get those guys some playing time that's been working hard in practice also. So it's a fine line.
And, Bob, that's why you coaches earn the big bucks, right?
And look at Jaden Holstein. Has been tremendous tipping that ball in. And, okay, now Coach Olson going to go back half-court man. But they still pressure in that half-court.
And that's one thing with the Shady team. There's so many good players out there. You cannot focus on trying to stop one as Maxwell gets the steal, and he'll go in and flush it down with one hand.
Yeah, Maxwell with the dunk.
But, you know, the one thing about it, too, in Independence, they'll continue to play hard no matter what the score is. They're just overmatched by the Shady team as they get yet another turnover. Nice pass, and Holstein will finish down the lane.
Yeah, Coach Jenkins getting his young guys. He has Shoemate out, and he has Goodson out. So he's trying to get his young guys a little experience in here, let them get the feel of what this team looks like.
Here's Mans for three. Got it.
Yeah, Cameron Mans is a sniper. He can shoot it, feet set, ring it up.
Bob, this might be a Shady record, a 66-point half.
Could be.
I mean, I can't recall over the years, especially if it would have been done maybe in recent years where they would be able to score, and they still may get more. As here's Mans in the open floor, and he loses control of the ball, but he got it back, and he scores anyway. But a 68-point half. And a steal. And they're going to get 70, they will. 70-point first half. And here's a half-court shot. Count if it goes. It doesn't go. That shot was put up that time by Arthur. And at the break, it is Shady. 70. Independence 10. We'll be right back. After this, you're watching live streaming coverage of a Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 tournament game here on Video Productions.
I know that seasons changed, but here at Window World, we work every season. And we have good news. Window World can replace those old drafty windows with new energy-efficient windows, and that will save you on those high energy bills. Window World also has entry doors made with unsurpassed quality, plus our easy financing with our no interest for 18 months. Visit our showroom or call us for that free estimate at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School with the coach Bob Boland. I'm Maris Lowry, Dee Bennington producing and directing, Jackie Moon on camera. And you can see the score, and that tells you all you need to know. 70-10 is Bob. The game was tied at 2, and you accurately described it, a blitz in that first quarter. Shady led 37-7 at the quarter, and now up by 60 at the half. And 70-point first half, I would think that's probably a school record.
Yeah, it could be. And you know, for Shady right now, getting better and advancing, you know, things Ronnie Olson's looking for, they did share the basketball. You want to make sure nobody's getting selfish. They shared the basketball. They played hard offensively, defensively. They played really well. And they did now for him, he has to think, now being around him for 4 or 5 years, he's going back with his starters. Now, how long he goes with them, you got to take that 70-10 into consideration. You know, I'm sure there was a lot of games this year where John Lilly was up 50 and he wanted to get his starters playing time, but he just said that's all he could do. The coach at Concord had told me at Martinsburg that his guys never got to play more than half a game. And he was worried.
Walker, right.
Yeah, Dave Walker. And he was worried when the tournament time came around, and you know, it's something you have to weigh. And I know it's weird for fans and family to think, well, why are they still playing so hard on defense? You have to. You can't tell your guys, oh, stand there. So now he will pull them into the half court, but they're still going to pressure the ball. I mean, that's how they play. You know, they're not going to stand in the zone. They're going to pressure the ball. And when you think about things like that, it's not fair to your substitutes for them trying to earn playing time, say go in there and stand. And I know that Coach Jenkins understands that. Now, I would look for Ronnie Olson to get everybody a bunch of playing time, and I would look for Sean Jenkins to be loyal to those seniors, get them some playing time, get them in there, get them a few buckets so they feel good, and then play your young guys and start thinking about next year.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to play how you practice, and you practice hard, and you want your kids to play hard. While we got a minute to break, I want to go over some of our live reads from of our streaming sponsors, including Infinity Coal. Infinity Coal, located in Sophia, West Virginia, has an underground coal mine and an on-site preparation plant. They also have a new surface mine in Waco, West Virginia. If you're looking for employment, you can go to their Facebook page under United Coal Company and see what's available. Also, at this time, I want to tell you about Indoor Air. Indoor Air is a proud sponsor of Raleigh County Sports for all your heating and cooling needs. You're a Amana dealer, the good people of Indoor Air at 304-890-2212. Also, I'd like to thank Dr. John Tabbitt of West Virginia Orthopedic and Trauma. Dr. John Tabbitt, whether you're in a car accident or you have a sports-related injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you right back on your feet and ready to roll, as they're a proud sponsor of high school sports in West Virginia. And last but certainly not least, the good people of Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Leisure Lanes with futuristic bowling every Friday and Saturday night from 10 o'clock to midnight. You can dial them up at 304-253-7328. At the break, it's a 60-point lead for Shady, 70-10. We'll take a halftime break, come back and get you ready for the second half as you're watching the Clash AAA Region 3 Section 1 tournament game streaming on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken, literally the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications or strings or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
And welcome back to Shady Spring High School with Coach Bob Boland. I'm Maris Lowry. Dee Pennington producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. 70-10, the lead for Shady as we get ready to start the second half here in a couple of minutes of this Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 battle. And Bob, there are other games going on as tournament play on the men's side started tonight, and you have some scores of the other games.
Well, Video Productions has 7 games going tonight. Games all over the place. Able to find a couple. Got South Charleston beating Capital right now, 31-21. Woodrow Wilson beating Princeton 19-18. And the big shocker right now, Oak Hill 34, Greenbrier East 25 in the third quarter. And then another one kind of surprised me. Scott is only up on Lincoln County 32-24. Scott possible first round down the road opponent for the winner of this region here. So the shocker to me is Oak Hill coming out to play. I know they beat East once during the year, but Oak Hill coming out to play. Another one here, Fairmont Senior 46, Philip Barber 11 right now. And Nitro, here's another one, Maris. Nitro 30, Winfield 19. Loser goes fishing.
Right, well, fishing
baby.
Or whatever else they like to do other than basketball, right?
Oh, my goodness. Winfield has been ranked the whole year, and they could be throwing that fishing pole.
Well, that's what tournament basketball is all about, and that's what really makes March Madness so fun because, one team is so good maybe for 3.5 months, and then one day, and boom, it's all over with. And right now, as you alluded to, Greenbrier East and Winfield, they got work to do.
Oh, my goodness. And then Beckley and Princeton's in a 1-point battle at halftime. Just good games everywhere, Maris.
And these are all elimination games in this opening round. And, of course, with Shady leading 70-10, the other part of this Class AAA Region 3 and Section 2 is going on tonight, and that's Midland Trail and Pikeview. And the winner of that game will be here because you don't expect Shady, obviously, to blow a 60-point lead. We'll take on Shady here on Thursday night. All right, ready to start the second half. And as you mentioned, Bob, all 5 starters as we would figure to be.
Both teams going back with their starting lineup. And then Cam Mans, Maris, with that little left hand, he's added that to his game, his post-up game. I know he's a college baseball player. He can play basketball for somebody, too.
Well, especially the distance on his three.
Oh, he can play college basketball, not a doubt in my mind. He's developed himself into a tremendous, tremendous basketball player.
So if you're Independence, you want to finish this half strong, and I think they're going to play really hard, and that's credit to their coaching staff.
Yeah, and with the older guys in the game, Independence handles the ball better. The younger guys were a little shell-shocked in there the second quarter, and so
let's see what Independence will cook up here on their first possession of the second half. And Shoemate gets the bounce.
Yeah, it was a nice help by Shady, and Shoemate able to score over 2 defenders. Good move by Corey Shoemate. And as you just said about Mans has that great jumper. You see the backspin on that shot.
I was going to say it, Bob. Great rotation
on
the ball.
And look at Corey Shoemate. Nice little jump hook. Settling down. Mans again. He's feeling it.
And even though he missed that, it still looked good when it ball left his hand.
All his shots do. I mean, they all do. Because of that old acronym, Maris, BEEF, balance, eyes, elbow, and follow through. Cam Mans has that on his jump shot.
Oh, nice play. Maxwell, after having his pocket pick, says take that with that block on the other end.
Yeah, that's a part. I'd say midway through Mann's junior year, he got a little better on the boards, got stronger. Now he can post up, shoots the three, goes off the bounce, all-around player. Nice cut by Braden Chapman. That's not fair. His brother, they know what each other are thinking. Not fair to have twins out there.
How many times do you think that they've done that on the playground, right?
He knew where he was breaking before the ref handed him the ball.
Yeah, they even know like their own body language. Is there's a foul, and that'll be 3 shots coming up for Goodson. But
yeah, and Goodson had that quick crossover, and Mans did not give him room to land. The shooter has to have room to land, and Goodson getting to go to the line for 3.
Yeah, when you close out, like you said, you can't get too far up in the shooter's face.
Yeah, and that all started with the Goodson crossover, got the defender off balance. And when the defender tried to catch up, good move there by Cyrus Goodson.
He made the first one. He misses the middle opportunity.
His mom wouldn't have missed that free throw.
Well,
I'm sure she'll tell him about it tonight, too. and she may have could have got as many run after the catch. She was tough, buddy. No, Cyrus really good. But his mama was good,
as
too.
As you well know, the Goodson, that's one heck of a athletic family.
Oh, Dad played football at Concord. Chris Gross, everything at Woodrow, his brother. Mar Maxwell floating in the air, drawing the contact, and finishing around the basket. I mean, you think Goodson, good senior year. Now, he doesn't lack confidence. The boy has confidence.
Right.
But your brother is Mr. Football and then going to be a pro baseball player. Your dad's a college football. Your uncle had a tryout with Cleveland Browns, and your mom's the best athlete in the family.
Yep, and I won't disagree with that because I think you're right on that.
Oh, yeah, those Goodson boys, they had it in their genes. And
if I'm not mistaken, and you might remember this too, their grandfather, I think, was Danny Gross, who was a boxer way back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah, sure you remember Danny Gross.
Yes, they athletic family.
Yep.
As we take a look at the instant replay, Goodson drawing the foul, going to the free throw line.
Now, his mama might get on him for that one as that one hit the bottom of the net, but not the way he wanted it to.
Yeah, I missed that.
Well, he had a big smile as he shot an air ball in that free throw.
Now he should bank this one just to make up for it.
And he does. Swish. But Shady will dip into their bench on the next dead ball, and more than likely, what you think, Bob, the starters' nights will be over.
It should be, and I think it's a good move by Ronnie Olson. He got something out of it with his starters, getting the guys in the game, and look at Cole Chapman trying to take a charge. Oh, Goodson stopped to help him up. I just like these kids battling, knocking each other down, helping each other up.
And that's one thing, both of the players on each team, they've known each other battling through middle school, football, baseball, every sport. They've known each other for a long time. It's Maxwell doing his thing with the steal and a finish.
Yeah, but see, they see these 5 subs over there, so nobody's going to foul. Nobody's going to turn it over. Nobody's going to foul. Ronnie Olson should have got a timeout there and said, I'll show you. Look, nobody's going to foul.
Right. They have a rolling timeout they could use as Goodson will dial it for 3.
There he goes.
And now on a dead ball, now 5 for 5. So let's see who we got into the ball game for Shady.
And
Davis
look at Sean Jenkins here. He says, all right, I'm getting my young guys some work too. I wouldn't have done that. Down 82-17, I'd have left those starters in a little while, tried to close that gap, but I see exactly what he's doing. He's like, I'm going to get these guys some. If he's getting his guys for next year some playing time, I'm going to get mine.
Right. Future, again, each team put in perhaps their future teams. You got Davis into the game, Jordan into the game, Olson into the game.
And Olson, watch out for his deep shooting, I'm telling you.
Olson with it now. Bailey into the ball game. That's him with the ball. And they get him for an offensive foul. So Fairmont was up big tonight as well, and most people believe in Class AAA that Shady and Fairmont is on a collision course, but there are many other teams that will have something to say about that in Class AAA.
Wreck ready to happen, Maris. I think a lot of people think that.
Of course, the one lone matchup, Shady was very victorious over Fairmont here at Shady.
Ring it up.
Olson for 3.
I told you, Maris. He can shoot as good as anybody in this gymnasium. I mean, feet are set. Watched him in some JV games this year, get 6 threes in a quarter. He can shoot it. Deep shooter.
There's a 3 ball from the far corner. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with Independence. So
31, Vandal in there, 6'3", but he is a senior. I thought Indy had some height coming out.
Monroe into the game for Independence as well.
Oh, nice give and go.
Nice give and go. Smith on the finish.
Wow.
Smith on the finish.
Zach Smith, nice give and go.
Back the other way, Shady scores.
Well, Shady scored so fast that time, Maris. We were looking for Zach Smith.
Yeah, I didn't catch it either. Shady turns him over. That's a nice looking shot by Jack Williams.
Yeah, Jack Williams knocked that one down. And the possession before that was Gavin Davis with the bucket. They say scored so quick we missed it.
That's one thing about it. Yeah, if you blink, Shady, the way they get the ball out of the net is Olsen delivers a three.
I'm telling you, I told you before he got there. Doesn't need to warm up either. Comes in the game hot.
He's like the microwave, like Vinnie Johnson back in the day of the Pistons.
I was going to say that, Maris, but that's been so many years ago that.
Yeah, I know you don't remember. Right? Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't born yet. I
know.
You were in high school then. But I love how Olsen shoots that ball. Always been a fan.
I guess putting the ball in the basket like that, able to shoot, is like baseball. If you can hit, there's a place for you in the game.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot.
Chris Lilly with the little fly. Oh, they better find him.
Oh, that was halfway down and popped back out.
Yeah, heat check the crowd. Crowd got a little ooh and ah on that.
Shady with some numbers, and Jordan will finish with the layup.
Shady still making the right play. Jack Williams to Jordan. You get in there, Gavin Davis. It doesn't matter if it's 95-21. Gavin Davis is going to play hard. He's going to run through the wall when it's 95-21. That's what they're made of. In their DNA.
Yeah, and that's what their coaches want. Forget the score. Do what we work on in practice. We practice hard. We got to play hard.
And they will.
We got a foul on Shady.
Nice little jump hook there by Cameron Vandal, 6'3" senior. As we look at the replay, Vandal took his time, patient. Jump hook, got hit on the elbow there, going to the line for two. That's the hard thing to teach these young guys is patience. They finally get it in the paint and they get all excited. He took his time. Then he was checking to see if the bank was open tonight on that free throw.
That was kind of in between the bank and to me, that's one of the hardest things to do is banking a free throw.
Yeah, and then when you come in there stiff, only one Olsen, doesn't matter if he's stiff or not. You can come in the game.
So maybe last shot time for Shady here in the third quarter.
I don't know if they can slow down that much, Maris.
Well, we'll see. Nice
Nope.
Davis on it. It was a nice pass by Williams. And we got a turnover. So with 3.4, plenty of time for Shady to get the ball up the
Olsen's
floor.
going a deep one.
So you're going to throw it in and get it back, right?
No, he was ready to shoot it. And,
they do get off a shot. Shady count if it goes. It's a little short, and that's the end of three. It's all Shady. The Tigers lead Independence 95-22. Back with the fourth quarter, streaming on Video Productions.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to Shady Spring High School. While we got a minute, we'd like to thank one of our streaming sponsors, and that is West Virginia Orthopedic, Dr. John Tabbitt. Whether you're in a car accident or a sports injury, Dr. Tabbitt and his staff will get you right back on your feet. West Virginia Orthopedic Trauma, a proud supporter of high school basketball in the great state of West Virginia. Well, Bob, headed to the final 8 minutes, and game was decided a long time ago, and I'm sure both teams just want to get out here injury-free, play hard, injury-free.
Oh, yeah. Now, these reserves are enjoying this time. Get out there, showing Coach what you can do for next year.
Dante Mayo had checked into the ball game. He put up the 3 there for Independence.
Oh.
Davis gets behind the defense for a layup.
Yeah, Olsen to Davis. Remember that connection next year. Olsen to Davis. We will be saying that a lot. Nice play.
And volleying the ball around a little bit, tipping around. Right to you, Bob.
No, I stole that from you,
Well, that's
Maris.
okay. I had you back.
Good hands, baby.
Hey, with the good hands team over here, right? A good thing I didn't have an ice cold Pepsi in one hand. I'd have to set it down and use both hands to catch that one.
At this time, good thing I didn't have ice cold anything in my hands, Maris.
Well, we like those blue cans, but we like those Pepsi in the blue cans. Mayo did a lot of dribbling right there, and he turns it over.
It's called wearing that paint out, Maris, when you dribble in the same spot for too long.
That's a nice hard take to the basket.
Brody Radford, 5'6" freshman, nice move. Good left-hand finish.
Well, with 6:40 to go and Shady at 99, I would think it's safe to say that they're going to break the century mark.
Oh!
Vandal for 3.
Yeah, Cameron Vandal, deep 3. So number 12, Jalen Bailey coming in, and refs didn't see him. I heard him say, sub, I'm ready to get in this action.
There's Davis again.
Well, as soon as Bailey gets in the game, ran the pick and roll to perfection, and Davis, the strong finisher around the rim.
And Bob, a bank shot for 3 goes. And Bob, I'll have to tell you.
Hold on, Ashton Arthur?
Yes.
Hey, that bank is open out here in this zip code, this Shady zip code. As Jalen Bailey gets another bucket. Go ahead, Maris.
I'm telling you, it has been a long time. It has happened. It's been a long time since I've covered a high school game where a team has scored 100 or better. I've had it happen, but it has been a long time.
Yeah, and there goes the combination for next year. Now, I told you, Olsen to Davis. Olsen and Davis going to the bench a little early, but both of them played really well. Nice lob pass. 31, Cameron Vandal, another bucket.
Yeah, Vandal's played well since inserted into the lineup.
These guys on the court now for Shady were a huge part of that undefeated JV year. Shady didn't lose a game JV, so I know they're losing 4 starters and Sam Jordan, which is losing a ton, but they're bringing an undefeated JV team in here. You got Gavin Davis has played a lot of varsity basketball. Amar Maxwell will be a star. He's already a star. And these young JV guys went undefeated, so don't shed any tears for Shady when these 5 seniors leave.
Bailey at the line. He missed the first one.
Now, there'll definitely be a drop-off. You don't take 2 Chapmans started 4 years and not have a drop-off. But Shady will still be good. You go ahead and mark that down. There's another three. Ty Austin knocks the tray down. They all can shoot. They're all fundamentally sound. They all share the basketball. Very well coached.
Yeah, and I'm sure right now of the 106 points and just under 5 minutes for the game, I'm sure this is a team record for the most points in any game in their school history.
You're probably right, Maris, but I remember Bruce Martin getting 59 one night. I know the team had a bunch if he had 59. And that's one of the best players in the history of West Virginia high school basketball. Imagine how good you have to be to tear your knee up the 5th game your senior year and still get signed by Clemson.
There's a
shooter. Ashton Arthur, nice form, good rotation, knocks it down.
Yeah, and the last I knew Bruce Martin was in the coaching ranks. I'm not really sure where he is now.
He is Florida A&M. I believe he's at Florida. He's at a small D1 in Florida right now. Either maybe Bethune-Cookman. He's at one of those two schools. Guarantee he can still shoot it.
Well, that's one thing. If you're a shooter, that never goes away.
Yeah, he was a pure shooter. Gavin Davis and Kyle Olson talked their way back on the court. They say, hey, Coach, I know I only got 3 minutes and 12 seconds now, and I might have lit up the scoreboard, but I'm ready to get back in there for a few.
Well, Shady on Thursday is either going to get Pikeview or Midland Trail. That game is going on tonight at Pikeview.
Nice pass by Davis, lead pass.
As we're coming up on the halfway point of this 4th quarter. This is an elimination game. Now, Thursday's night is not an elimination game. And the winner will host a co-regional. The loser will have to travel for a co-regional.
I tell you what, he's come in the game and played well. Ashton Arthur, 5'9" junior. He shot the ball well. Nice little spin move there. You know, Davis is only about 5'11", but he gets every rebound. They just, they call that a nose for the ball. Now he says, hey, I got a three-pointer here too, baby.
But Shady's gotten all the 50-50 balls, and they get an easy layup.
Brady Johnston with the power move.
So we're coming up on 3 minutes for the game.
Mayo showing those handles off, baby.
Well, it hit the extension up top there, so. But Bob, we're just a week away from the girls' state tournament and just 2 weeks away from the boys' high school tournament. We're looking forward to that.
Nice. Jalen Bailey just kept fighting. Didn't let up. Nice little jump hook after the offensive rebound.
That's a deep three.
Arthur, a little heat check there. He's already made a three, got a little nice spin move. Now he says, let me go for this Curry range on this one.
He shot that in between Shady and Independence, which would be at odd. If you're familiar with the location here in West Virginia where that three was. As Olsen dials up a three.
Nice pass. Is that 23? Brady Johnston. Nice pass there to Gavin Davis. Boy, that was pretty pass.
So 113 on the board as Monroe puts up a three. Monroe was one of those really good football players for Independence and then winning the Class AA state title game. So for Shady, you come back at it tomorrow for practice, and you get ready to take on either a Pikeview or Midland Trail on Thursday.
Oh, nice little Alabama's play. Olsen with the pick, and then he slipped it in to get the layup. Pick and slip.
And another three is good.
Ty Austin just lighting it up from everywhere.
118, that's an NBA
Hey,
score.
that's my guy right there. Ashton Arthur. I'm going to remember that name. Fade away. He's lighting it up.
Coming up on the final minute of the ball game. And we have a foul. One thing we can update you in a 4A game, Princeton is up on Beckley in the fourth quarter by 10, 39-29. I'm surprised that's such a low-scoring game down at Princeton.
Ashton Arthur. Oh, Ashton, you got to fire that, baby. You're on fire. Don't pick up that dribble.
Monroe saw an opening and goes to the glass.
Now that's what a football player does there. Monroe, power move. He needs to forget those threes. You see that power layup?
Yeah.
That was picture perfect. Had the shoulder square, jumped, extended. Can't leave Olsen open. It's not a horse game. No. Leave him open. Just write it down. Put it in the book.
121 on the board for the Tigers tonight.
Monroe says, watch this move. You think that one was good. Monroe, step back. Oh. And Shady will hold this and dribble it out.
And Shady will advance. Independence will be eliminated. Independence will finish 8-13. But even though the score ended the way it did, Bob, I think you'd agree, Independence moving forward, a lot to build on with 8 wins this year.
Oh, yeah, 8 wins, great middle school team coming. But the year of 23 is about the Tiger, the Shady Spring Tigers.
Shady will go to 19-3. They've won 16 in a row. Final score, Shady 121, Independence 40. Take a break, come back, and wrap this one up, streaming here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton. Or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Hi, I'm Bo.
And I'm Chris.
And we are the guys to call for windows, siding, and doors.
You know why?
Sure I do. Because of Window World of Beckley, we install energy-efficient windows, siding, and doors to homeowners all throughout southern West Virginia.
We'll give you our promise. Superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price.
We make financing easy with our no interest for 18 months.
Don't wait. There's no better time like the present.
Call us at 1-800-NEXT-WINDOW.
Hello, my name is Skylar with United Cycles Summersville and Beckley, which is located right across the street from Hobby Lobby. We just want to let you know we have some cashback rebates, some up to $2,000 for our side-by-sides that go all the way through the end of March. Those are for Polaris, Kawasaki, Honda, and Suzuki. Please give us a call at 304-252-9775, and for the Summersville location, 304-872-6626.
Welcome back to Shady Spring High School at this Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 tournament game. And Shady has defeated Independence by the score of 121-40. So Independence season is over. They will finish at 8-13. Shady has now won 16 in a row. They will advance to the sectional title to take on either Pikeview or Midland Trail on Thursday. And Shady is now 19-3. And Bob, a quick take of this big Shady victory.
Well, first of all, for Independence, Sean Jenkins, don't feel sorry for him. He's going to build that program. You go ahead and write it down. He will build a program at Independence. Now, the year 23, we're talking about the Shady Spring Tigers. You know, that's the number 1 team in the state, favored to win the state championship. They came out here with a workmanlike attitude, and they just took care of business. They dominated the game. They did what they were supposed to do. They played with a lot of energy even when they were up really big. So I thought a good performance by Shady, a good way to start their state championship run.
I think you're right, Bob. Energy, I think that was the key to it. The fact that they had dominated Independence 2 previous times. They weren't lethargic like the last game. They really came with tournament energy tonight, and I think that's the whole key to Shady's run.
Yeah, Ronnie Olson called a timeout 42 seconds into the game to remind them. And when you got leaders like Cole Chapman, Braden Chapman, and you got Maxwell and Mans that have played a gazillion games, they know what they're doing. Shady's ready to make a run.
Well, that'll do it from here at Shady. We appreciate all of our entire staff here. For Dee Pennington, who produced and direct. For our cameraman, Jackie Moon. For Bob Boland, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score of this Class AAA Region 3 Section 1 game. Shady defeats Independence 121-40. We appreciate your attendance here on Video Productions. Good night, everybody.